my mom, Luann.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you guys come on over? Your portfolio's out, Maddie.
So this is a portfolio that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks so that I can show it to you today. So first, what we're going to look at is my assessment booklet. And this has my NWEA scores in it, okay? So what you see here is the RIT score. Now what RIT stands for is the guy who kind of founded this this way of scoring. His last name is Roush, so that's what the R stands for. And then the IT, whenever you measure something, obviously you need a unit of measurement. So they just took the IT from the end of unit and put that on there.
Interesting, okay, good.
So here's my score for math. I got a 222. What's highlighted in yellow here is some things that I didn't do quite as well as the other kids who got a 222, so I'm kind of struggling with the real and complex number systems and geometry. But the things that are highlighted in green are things that I did a little bit better. I'm stronger than the kids who got this score in statistics and probability.
So do you have ideas on how you're going to work to make those better?
Those are in my goals, which we'll talk about in a second. So what's not highlighted is I did just about the same as the kids who got this score. So here's my ELA and WEA. I got a 210. And for ELA, they want sixth graders to be at about a 212. But that only means that I would be better than 50% of the kids, but then worse than the other 50%.
Oh, I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah, I would like to be better than that
Okay,
too,
good.
so I'm gonna work on that with my
Okay.
goals.
Good.
What's highlighted here in yellow, again, is some things that I didn't do quite as well as the other kids who got a 214 for their RIT score. And then highlighted in green, informational text and vocabulary acquisition. Those are some things that I'm stronger at. So here are my goals, and this is how I'm going to get a better score in the winter so that I can do better on the things that were highlighted in yellow. So my winter goal for reading is that I will increase my RIT score by 4 points. And what I'm going to do to make that happen is to read all of the question and answer choices before reading the passage so that I know what I'm looking for. I'll practice my writing, punctuation, grammar skills 2 times a week using quill.org, which is something that we use in class to practice our reading skills.
Can you use that at home maybe sometimes to practice too?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
So that would be even easier, so I can do it as like
Right.
homework. Also, I'm going to ask questions during class so that I can make sure that I get the full understanding. For winter math, I would like to increase my RIT score by 6 points, so I want to do a little better with that.
I'm going to stop you for just 1 second, Maddie. So we have about 5 more minutes, and Maddie's going to go through and show you some of the work that she's been working on at
Okay.
school and her reflection pieces. When there's about 5 minutes left, I'm going to stop you because I want to be able to show your mom some things, some school things about how to check your grades and things like that.
Okay.
Okay?
So this is a portfolio that I put together. It has reflections and everything. This letter I already gave to you, but if you want to read through it again, you can.
So I see that I'm going to be writing a letter.
Yes.
Is that what I need to do?
It's kind of to tell me, how I did and some things that
Okay.
we can work
Okay.
on together and some goal setting strategies.
Okay, good. Yep, I remember that.
Okay, so my first piece is from Language A. This is a Cppms paragraph that I wrote on a book called School that we're reading. And from this, I learned how to take evidence from the text and put it in a Cppms paragraph. And next time, I will put page numbers in my notes. And this will be a lot easier when I actually go to write the paragraph so that I can say my evidence properly.
Okay, I understand. So you're saying you're going to put the page numbers in your Cppms paragraph.
So
Okay.
that it's a good way to avoid plagiarism, but it is also it's easier if Miss Ettinger wants to go back and check my work. She makes sure that I'm
Okay.
not just making things up.
Okay, good.
So this relates to real life because if I'm writing a report like in college, high school, I have to write an essay for work, anything like that, I can write it in Cppms form, which is a quick and easy way to get through it. And by the way, what Cppms stands for is cite, which is where you cite your source. Restate, which is the R, and that's just restating the questions. 3 E's, for example, and then a summary sentence.
And you've been using this just this year?
Yes, and I plan to use it throughout
I
my
think
middle
that's-
school
okay,
because
good.
it's very easy and to use. So this is my math piece. And from this, I learned I learned that I need to show my work always so that I can go back and check it, and so that I know how I got my answer.
That's like a pretty good grade.
This is from my language B, and I'm pretty excited about the grade that I got on this. I feel like I did really well. And this is my reflection. I chose this piece because it was really fun to do, and it helped me with counting in French, as you can see. I learned that French calendars start with Monday, and they don't capitalize their days of the week like we do here. And instead of starting with Sunday, they start with Monday. The purpose was to see if we knew all of our days of the week, numbers to 31, operations, months, and how to ask or answer questions about the date. So, like, what is the date today? Today it is October 15th, for example. Next time I'll make sure to check my spelling, because I know that's a big problem with me in French. It doesn't click as well as everything else does. This relates to real life, because if I ever went to a French-speaking country, I could answer some questions they ask, or just, I don't know, if I went to France, it would be very helpful. And that's why I enjoy taking French.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there, and I'm gonna let you do these other 2 pieces up home, but why don't we see if your mom has any questions, or if is there anything else that you want to add while I'm sitting here?
No, I don't think there's anything we need to go over.
Okay, how's the year going for you, like with friends? How do you
Well,
feel just?
I have a lot of friends. It's very stressful this year, going into a higher grade. The work's a little bit more challenging than 5th grade. And going to a much bigger school that I'm used to is a little bit complicated, but I'm getting used to it, and I'm getting in the swing of things, and I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, she was a little nervous the first couple of days, but seems like things have gotten a little bit better. I am a little concerned about that reading score on the NWEA.
Let's take a look at it. So, because she talked to you a little bit about 212 kind of being.
Right.
And so if she had a 210, she was lower than half, okay? And I understand why you'd be concerned about that. That is a little concerning. One of the things that we spend a lot of time this year working on is we break down these bands, where it
Okay.
says literature, informational text, and go really deep into the skills and look at what they're not understanding. For example, one of the things that we do in literature is they have to make inferences about the text. That's something that's kind of new to students, and they don't, it's
Okay.
hard, it's a hard
So
skill.
she'd be doing some of these skills like in language A?
Not only in language A, the other subjects,
I see.
humanities and science, are also working on those same skills. So she's getting it in almost every class.
Now, do you have a grade report for like
So-
language A?
That was exactly what we're gonna talk about next. Are you, from when I look at this, I don't see that you're on parent portal, so I wanna show you how you can check her grades
Okay.
at any time. And I'll give you a form that you can fill out and sign up right now, and
Okay,
I'll
great,
mail it in for
great.
you. So this, when you're on parent portal, you'll see her page. And there's tabs that you'll wanna pay attention to. This is mine, so it looks a little bit different. But some tabs that you wanna pay attention to are her grades. And so I'm clicking on it, and it'll take just a second.
Okay.
So these are her grades for this trimester. And right now, there are no grades, but if you go over to this tab and you click on marking period averages, give it a second. Okay,
Okay, there they are.
you can see her grades right at this moment. So for example, she has algebra with Mrs. Kennedy, and her grade is 97 right now. Let's say she has a 90 in bio. Horrible, by the way. So if you say, oh, Maddie, how did you get a 90? Or you're wondering, you know, where her strengths are, where she needs to work, you can click on assignments, and this looks a little overwhelming. What you're gonna see is an assignment for every
Oh,
single
I see,
teacher.
I see, okay, so then you're just looking for,
So, what I would do is, instead of doing all courses, if I wanted to just know about biology, I click on biology, and you can see her assignments. And she's clearly doing very well. So that's one piece. You know, right, in this assessment booklet, we didn't do anything with her state tests, but they're right here on parent portal. You can see what she got in the 7th grade on her ELA and her math, as well as in 6th grade.
This year for my ELA, or for my math, I was a little bit disappointed because I was really shooting for a 4. But some of the math just didn't do with me. So next time I'm gonna try really hard to
okay,
get it.
good, okay, good. Yeah, and I see that the other scores look really good. Good.
And so here's one last thing I wanna show you. If you click on schedule, you can see all the teachers that she has for this trimester. So there are her classes, her teachers. If you ever want to email one of them and you don't know their email, you can go to this and just click on the little envelope
Oh,
and
okay.
send them an email. If you want to send all of them the same email, you just click on teacher and
There you go.
has to type up all their names, any of that.
Wow.
So it makes
Okay,
it,
that's great.
it's really helpful. So if it's something, and I would really encourage that, because trimesters has 3, report cards a year.
Right.
So if you're not going on and checking and keeping
That's-
track,
yeah.
it makes it tough to know what's
Okay.
going on.
Okay.
So we'll get you signed up for that. And do you have any questions for us?
No, I think, I feel pretty good about what she's doing, and we'll take a look at some more of this at home when we get home, because I wanna see the rest of the work that you did, and I'll make sure to get that written for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And really, thank you so much for coming in.
My
She's done
pleasure.
a lot of work and it means a lot
I
that
know,
she came in.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, good job, Maddie.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.